What's going on with you, purpose-driven community, man? What's up with you? So, listen, if you're new here, my name is Malik, okay? I have generated over 6 figures from the YouTube platform, and I help creators right now when it comes specifically to getting into this YouTube, okay, program, all right? When it comes to getting people into the YouTube program partnership, right now, I'm helping people actually accomplish that goal. And we have some huge news, right? This is like this is one of the biggest updates that YouTube has ever given. And we're going to just dive right into it because the requirements for the YouTube partner program has changed dramatically. Literally, they have doubled from what they were when I fell asleep last night. Woke up this morning and it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game. If you were ever thinking about being on YouTube, bro, and not just being able to create what you want and have fun with it, but also run up a bag and make money, make some generational wealth and have some freedom for yourself, now is the time to highly lock in. I highly consider that you lock in, right?
I'm Renee Ritchie, your Creator Insider.
My name is Amjad Hanif, and I lead the creator product team at YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've announced a few updates for the YouTube Partner Program. What is changing for creators and our channels?
There's a few changes that most creators should be aware of. The biggest changes are on what it takes to earn from ads rev share. It used to be about 4,000 hours in order to qualify for long form, and now it's going to be 8,000. On the short side, it used to be 10 million views in 90 days, and now it's going to be 20 million views in 90 days.
Listen, in my opinion, this is still doable. Okay, but it's already hard to get into the YouTube partner program. It is not easy. It's one of the hardest things to do on social media. That's why it's such a coveted program. Once you're able to be on YouTube, monetize from YouTube, it's an amazing thing because now you're able to make sure that now you're able to actually profit off of the platform that actually pays the most to creators. YouTube is still the #1 platform for content creators to actually make money. So what you have to understand is when it was 4,000 watch hours, bro, I knew people, bro, that's like, yo, I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna lock in, and it ain't no shade or none, but they didn't do that. And it's like, we have to always like stay true and real to what we want in this life because you never know what can change. You never know what can shift. You have to lock in with it because to me, it's the best platform, but it's about to get even harder. Like it's already hard. The 4,000 is already hard. 10 million on shorts, it's already hard. It's a grind, right? Now, once you have strategy, it becomes easier, but it's a grind. It's not easy. Now it's 8,000. Like if you was thinking about it, bro, like you have no choice but to start now and lock in so you can have some sort of advantage because you see the date in which it's going to change, right? They're going to change it in February. Okay. February 1st is when this begins. So you got around 5 to 6 months to run it up. And that's more than enough time. I just monetized one of my channels. It's called Give God a Minute, right? And I monetized this channel right here in less than 2 months. In less than 2 months, y'all. We'll talk about that a little later, but I really want to talk about this right now. Let's continue. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let's get back to the video.
Additionally, in order to earn Shorts rev share in the upcoming month, you'll have to have had 10 million views over the last 90 days. And these are just adjustments based on the amazing growth of the creator ecosystem over the last several years.
And some things aren't changing, right?
Yeah, if you are in YPP today, you stay in YPP. What also isn't changing is the first level of IPP, which we introduced a few years back called the fan funding tier. That still takes 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours.
Or listen, the fan funding, when it comes to the fan funding program that you get for having the 3,000 watch hours, like, listen, I'm not saying this is nothing, but people have to donate to you. People have to like you enough to give you money or appreciate you enough or appreciate your content to give you money. I've been blessed to be able to have some gifts or be able to have some people actually donate money to the channel. And I appreciate that a lot. We got members on one of my channels as well, like committed members just to support what we got going on, support equipment and the moves that we making for the business and stuff like that. I appreciate people. But at the end of the day, they have to do that. People have to do that. So you really want to get to the main program. So the fact that they're not changing it already shows that it don't make that much money. Let's be real. It don't make that much money, bro. 3,000, you need just 3,000 subscribers or you just need 3,000 watch hours, right? Rather, you need 3,000 watch hours. Like that program is okay, but it really is a step below. Once you get to the 4K watch hours, you really can run up a bag. Like you really can start making money with YouTube and be successful, right? But now it's about to be 8,000. So get into that, my guy. Let's talk about it, bro.
or 3 million views in the last 90 days.
So let's dive into that a little bit. Why was it necessary to change the thresholds for watch time hours and shorts views?
YPP stands apart in the entire creator ecosystem. And I think it's because of one central element, which is we succeed as a company when creators succeed. And that's been part of the ethos of the program since the first year, 20 years ago, till today. And all these changes we've announced just reflect the reality of an ecosystem that has grown so much. And when you think about it, the kinds of content, the way you consume that content, the formats have all changed exponentially over the last several years. And so we want to make sure that the earnings you get from the program are meaningful and allow you to reinvest in your channel. And all of these changes, when you step back.
Real talk, in my opinion, this is why YouTube is still the #1 platform. And he said it. It's because they figured out a way to win while creators win. You hear what I'm saying? Mark Zuckerberg on IG, on Instagram, he's still trying to figure out how to make Instagram profitable while making creators profitable to want to post on the platform. Status, clout, all of that, it's not going to matter. People want to be able to run up a bag and make money and actually be a content creator, entrepreneur, however you see that, right? Just making money from expressing yourself, saying something. That's what they want. YouTube is one of the only platforms that figured it out in a way where people have become millionaires off of this. People have made 6 figures like me off of this, on my way to millions. Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's possible, but you got to lock in because the requirements are only going to get more and more difficult over time. And the reason why is because more people are making content. But like he's saying, people will get into the program. Well, I don't know if we there yet because I had watched some of the video, obviously, but people will get into the program and they won't even utilize the program. Like, they won't even stay consistent, you know? So he's like, yo, we're going to raise the requirements for people who really just taking this serious. The elite of the elite. It's going to get more difficult to be, you know, in the program. But trust me, don't think for a second that people won't try, that people won't want it. It's only going to make people want it more. But let's see who actually takes it seriously and accomplishes that goal.
We still expect to pay more out next year to creators than we will this year.
For a lot of people, when you ask them like what they want, what their dream is, it's to be monetized on YouTube, it's to get into YPP, and hope is such a powerful force. How are you thinking about that when you're making these changes?
Yeah, look, it's front and center in our thinking. It is the place where creators across the globe come to earn and build their business. And we've been excited and proud of the fact that there's over 3 million creators that are part of the program. So the one thing that didn't change is what it takes to join YPP. It still takes 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours or 3 million views in the last 90 days. And that is a way to think of us reaffirming our commitment to making it a place for creators to start their business.
Another big change is that now there is a minimum threshold to maintain revenue share for shorts. You have to get 10 million views every 90 days. Why make that change and why 10 million?
It goes back to one of the central principles around these adjustments is we want to make sure that the earnings...
If you a shorts creator, hey, bro, listen, and I utilize short form and long form, right? But even a hack, and I'll talk about it. I told you I got a channel that I monetize in 2 months. I post my short form as a long form video. Okay, that's a hack. That's a hack. That's the type of stuff I be talking about in my program, man. Y'all could check out the link on my description. You could apply to the Purpose Driven Creators program that I have. But what's crazy, bro, is they want you, if you a shorts creator, they want you to get 10 million views. It's really striking me now. I'm really thinking about it. 10 million views every 90 days, not just the first time to get into the program, but you have to do it again, and you have to do it again, and you have to do it again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. And that might be their way to remedy how people were like running up a bag with shorts, and they probably still want YouTube to lean towards podcasts, long form video, YouTube TV, stuff like that. This might be their way of saying we're still a long form platform and prioritizing that. However, if you're a creator, you still want to utilize short form content because it can grow your content. It can still make you money, but it might not be the best way to enter the program. The best way to enter the program, in my opinion, is going to be getting those 4,000 watch time hour. Well, it's still 4,000 watch time hours now, but in February 1st, 8,000 watch time hours through the long form. So you don't have to be on this hamster wheel of every 90 days, I got to get 10 million views. Like, nah, bro, like there's no view threshold for me. You know, I got in through the long form. You feel me? But now I'm able to still do both, right? So that's just something to think about. But man, I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy news. YouTube has changed forever with this. I wonder how it's crazy too, because I was just talking about it the other day, how platforms could change immediately. You don't know when. You got to keep up with things. But this is definitely going to change the landscape of content. And I don't know how. But content creators are going to behave differently because of this news. People are going to have different takeaways and different strategies as to how they need to be creating and doing their content. Even I am. The clues are there. The things that I'm doing, you know, it's there, right? Like we're going to talk about it, but I'm not, you know, I can't dive in for hours and hours. That's in my program, but I'm going to give away some free game today. I'm making adjustments to my content. As a content creator, I'm not moving the same way that I was before. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not the same content creator that I was just yesterday. I'm not watching this and thinking that I'm going to be able to just keep doing the same thing. What if there is a requirement? What if there is a numbers requirement in the future for long form? What if they do that? They're doing it for shorts, but what if they do it for long form creators? You got to think about that. You know, like you have to find ways to stay on top of the game. Content creation is a challenge. It's a challenge. You know, once you have the strategies, it's simple, but man, it's not easy, bro. You have to put the work in, got to lock in.
You get from YPP are meaningful, that allow you to invest and build your business. And we had a case where if you had only a few thousand views, you might have a few cents for that month. And instead, we'd like to design the program in a way where it rewards creators who are leaned in, who are driving views and engagement.
And what are you going to do then for creators who you still want to encourage them to make shorts, but they're not hitting that 10 million threshold?
Absolutely. So as a part of this, we've also introduced some incentive funds. And so we've actually quietly been testing that over the course of the past year. And that's going to give us a way to target money to creators who are at much earlier stages of their career to give them the boost they need in order to make it to the next level. A simple incentive might be to continue uploading over the next 90 days and earn a bonus for that. If you've tagged a few items in shopping, we may give you a bonus to tag a few more items in shopping. If you've been able to secure brand deals, you may get a bonus for that. And it'll allow us to be much more targeted for creators at those early stages to help them earn to get to that next level.
The creator economy is bigger than ever. YouTube is doing better than ever. Why aren't we lowering the thresholds for YPP? Why are we instead increasing them?
That's a really good question. You could lower the thresholds and you'd have creators who are in the program but not actually earning anything meaningful. There is no program like YPP across the creator ecosystem. And we take that responsibility very seriously as stewards of the creator economy, as the original home for creators, to make a program where creators can understand what it takes to be part of it, can earn based on how well they build an audience. And that's really in the back of our mind with all the changes we make for the program. We want you to be able to earn and build a business and grow from a business where you're just running your channel to one where you can take advantage of brand deals, you can sell memberships, you can earn from fans directly. And you think of all the ways you can earn as a part of the YPP program, there's no other place you can do that today.
He's not lying though, but they're taking advantage of how good the program is and they're making it more difficult. Does that make sense? They're like, the program is amazing. The program generated 6 figures for me my first year. Like, the program is life-changing. You hear what I'm saying? But bro, they are making it more difficult for you to build that wealth. They're making it more difficult. It's becoming more challenging. And this is why you have to get started now. Even if you see in this video in February 2026 and the changes have already happened, 8,000 hours is what it's going to be, right? One day it'll be 12. One day it might be 12. It might get even more difficult. So as a creator that wants to get paid, you have to see what works. You have to get strategy, right? And that's why I created Purpose-Driven Creators, because I actually want people to get money. I want people to be successful. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. You know, you do got to pay for my time. But, you know, at the end of the day, I want to see people win, and I want to help them one-on-one to reach their content creator goals. Okay. So this is a channel that I started less than 2 months ago. All right. Here's the proof right here. June 26, 2026. All right. And I'm going to do a deep dive on this, but I just wanted you guys to see that I utilize short form posted it as long form, and I was able to monetize this channel. And I just got into the YouTube program actually like I think today or like yesterday, like literally like I think today or something like that. Like I literally got in less than 24 hours ago. And I put the work in, but you can see these videos, they don't even take much effort. It's just you being consistent and you seeing what works and building a strategy, right? Like it's possible, man, but you have to start now. You have to act now. This channel I have monetized for Purpose Driven Men. I've monetized this one. So this is another one. I've monetized this one with my wife, our couples channel. She's actually working on the video right now. She's working on a thumbnail and title for a video that we filmed. So I got 4 monetized channels and I'm working on a 5th, which is for Purpose Driven Creators. And my goal is to hopefully get this one monetized before February. But I've already done something crazy with Give God, and I'm proud of myself for that. But it's all about acting on the opportunities that you have now. And I think a lot of people don't understand how much of a privilege it is to get on the internet, be creative, and make money. We truly are living in some of the best times ever. But some people are going to take advantage of that and some people aren't. I've been telling people to get on YouTube for years, bro. People in my life, people in my personal life, people that I love, because that's my way of giving back. That's my way of helping, because I can't do the work for you, but I could point you in the right direction. How many times, though, do we point people in the right direction and they don't do it? They have every right to not do it. It's their life, But if you really want something and you see that it can change other people's lives, you have to get rid of the imposter syndrome. You got to believe that it could change your life as well. That's what I had to believe. You feel what I'm saying? I saw that people were able to be successful with it. I said, you know what? I believe that I can be successful with it too. That's all that was, bro. I'm not special, right? So again, if you guys want help when it comes to content creation, this is what I want y'all to do for sure. All you gotta do is come over to For Purpose Driven Creators and click this application link right here. It's going to bring you to this page. You can learn about my program. You put your email in and, we get on a 15-minute call and I'll be able to walk you through what the program is like, free of charge, right? 15-minute call, free of charge. You talk to me and we'll see if the program is a good fit for you, because you have to be a purpose-driven creator, a creator that's not just creating content for no reason. You're trying to take it serious. When you were listening to YouTube speak, what's the word that they called the YouTube channel? They kept calling it a business. They look at YouTubers as business owners. Understand that. YouTube is a business. So am I. So are other creators, even if they sell nothing or not. You selling content, you selling attention and make money. Every YouTuber is an entrepreneur. If you want to build a life of freedom, this is still the best way, but it's going to get more difficult. And I don't want you to get excluded from the club. There's going to be a lot of people that give up now that they see that the requirements is 8,000. Please leave your thoughts below. Please let me know what you think about the situation. Subscribe for more. You can subscribe to, I know I'm collaborated with For Purpose Driven Men. I posted it on here, but we're collaborated with my For Purpose Driven Creators channel, right? So make sure that you show love to Purpose Driven Creators channel if you want to have more content about, just locking in on content creation, and at the very least, get some free game, kind of like what I shared with y'all today. And I'm going to do, like I said, a deeper masterclass on that, of how I was able to monetize that channel in less than 2 months. But this channel is going to be dope because we're going to be talking about people who do content creation for the wrong reasons and how they end up in the wrong places. I did a reaction video to a streamer yesterday who literally sold his soul for content, no principalities, no morality, just wants views, just wants attention. I don't do it that way. Purpose-driven creators, we create from our heart. We create good content. We create entertaining content that can make somebody's day, but we're not going to be negative. We're not going to be pieces of shit just to get famous and make money. That's not what this is about. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Tap in with the content over at PDC, Purpose Driven Creators. Apply. I'll see y'all there. See you in the next video.